Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening and welcome back to some Rainbow Six Siege Go4 action. My name is Corn, probably your caster tonight. It's Go4 number 136. That's right. Society Can't Understand Me versus Peak Everything Esports. I'm going to get this game underway here. And Peak Everything Esports we did watch last week. I believe that was last week. If not, it was sometime in the past. They did pretty well for themselves. We're here in the semifinals, starting off a little bit later in the tournament than we usually do. That's only because this tournament started late, and then also I got home pretty late today. I was out with family. So we're getting things right away here. Looks like Peak Everything need a minute here. I believe they're trying to say wait. Won't. So as soon as they get started, or as they're ready to get started, we will go live here. And it was a bit of a delay to get in to the game, but looks like we're ready now. As soon as we get the ready up from Peak Everything. And there we are. We can start off the match. And I'm just going to turn this volume on for us. We're starting off with the Peak ban phase. We got some people who want to watch. That's all right. Lion going to be the first ban. Not unsurprising at all. Consulate is our map, if you guys were wondering and don't have eyes. Lion's going to be the first ban from Peak Everything. Very standard ban. I believe last time we watched them, they did a lot of standard bans as well. Nothing too fancy, nothing out of the ordinary. Lion, probably the most popular or powerful operator in the game. Going out, Scum, aka Society Can't Understand Me. Going for the Montaigne ban. Definitely less traditional, but could be an operator that certain teams really struggle against, so not an unwise decision. And I believe one operator that was used by Peak Everything last week. Again, if there are any stream issues between volume or audio, that's the same thing. Audio or video, please let me know in Twitch chat. I am watching that. Maestro Mira, again, pretty standard. Two powerful defensive operators, especially on this map. So round one, Society will be starting off on attack. Meanwhile, on defense will be Peak Everything Esports. We're getting ready to go live here with the first round of North American PC Go4 number 136. The semifinals is how we'll be starting off this cast. We'll run down the rosters really quick here. Society Can't Understand Me. We'll be playing with Discover, Affected, Pre-Fire, Bravo Dog, and Classics. Meanwhile, on the other side, Peak Everything Esports. We've seen these guys before. STYC, Clink, Hero, Demand, and Debut. And Basement will be our starting bomb site. Console, one of those maps where you can go pretty much any site. They're all really viable. They're all really good. Mostly personal preference. Other than, of course, that fourth bomb site that was added in. That kind of sucks. But the rest of them all pretty strong.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
The mute being played by Clink, likely going to be trying to stop this garage wall from being opened up as soon as possible. Again, a mirror window would be nice, but currently banned out. STYC on that dock. I want to see if he does anything aggressive at the start of the game. If he's going for any sort of early spawn peak, that's one of the best operators to do it with. So we'll watch and find out.
10 seconds left before insertion. Bomb located by attackers. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers objective.
Doesn't look like he's playing it too aggressively just yet. The IQ can be pretty important on this map, just in case there's a Valkyrie. Check out for those cameras outside. Valkyrie was picked off of, so there's not going to be anything like that in this map, but still, Good that they brought it out. Bravo Dog as well, likely going to be making short work of those mute jammers. Already discovers, starting to open up this door. We see a very fast entry here by Scum. Already inside the building, already on the first floor. Nice yokai drone spot out. If Glasses can get between these bars, it doesn't look like he can shoot through this floor to get the yokai drone. He wants it. He wants this kill so bad. It's so important that he can get this. But the yokai drone dips down, and now he's lost it. That is unfortunate, especially with the... oh, and he's going to die because of that too. Hero takes him down with the C4. We weren't able to catch that. But, man, they seem to know that he was tracking that yokai. Same time, though, SUIC takes a little bit of damage. Able to heal himself right back up, though. He is playing Doc. And those are the advantages. Continue to try to peek out on a nice shot on a Bravo Dog. Giving his team a 5-3 advantage in terms of players. Taking down very low, but he's still got 2 of those stim pistols. He's going to get up and fight it, though. He's going to be rewarded with a kill. The diffuser goes down, but I don't think it's going to matter. Only 1 player left alive on the attack. It's affected. Can he stall out? He's going to start with 1 on demand. He will need the ace clutch to win this round. There has been a run out, but he's going to be able to get this. Not going to matter, though. He misses his shots in debut. Through the shield, finds the headshot. The defuse will go down in the first round, going in favor of Peak Everything Esports. And Shot, it looks like you're speaking me in Spanish. I'd love to be able to respond, but I don't know what you're saying. I don't mind speaking or Spanish speaking in the chat. Just don't say anything offensive. And don't expect me to respond. Round number 2 going upstairs now with a successful defense. They can no longer stay in the basement. And no hard breacher coming out from Society. Can't understand me. They had to cover up on that Habana, but going to the Glass now. That's an important operator that didn't get banned out. Scum chose to ban the Montaigne instead of a powerful operator such as Glass. Usually those would kind of be the 4 main operators you'd want to ban. Right, the 3 that got banned, and then instead of Montaigne, you can ban out that Glass. But that's an option here, and especially on Consulate, can be a very powerful force. But I don't disagree with this strategy. I mean, you don't necessarily need a Habana to attack this bush, especially if your strategy is to just get in through these windows on the west side and get that plant down. Not the most crucial thing in the world to have a Habana or any sort of hard breach.
5 seconds left.
Stick is the pronunciation of this name.
Attackers recovered the
Thank
bomb.
you very much.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Take a look at Hero holding these stairs at the moment.
Drop the bomb diffuser.
In the yellow stairs, and last time the attack was very, very fast. It didn't work out for them. They lost a couple of players early, and that attempt to plant just went terribly. And again, losing players early. Debut takes down Discover not even 30 seconds into the round. They did manage to down a player, though. Clink is pretty low. At the same time, Demand also very low, but firing through these windows, getting some damage down onto the Blackbeard affected. Trying to make up for his lost teammate, get one in response, but it's not happened just yet. Debut gonna get another one onto affected. Playing well so far. That's his 2nd kill of the round. And again, it's these extremely fast pushes from Society Can't Understand Me that have not been working out at all for them. We see Pre-Fire standing here on the window, but not aiming at the right spot. Survives with all of his health, so not too worried. We'll see things slow down a little bit as we approach that halfway mark through the round, 1:30 on that clock. Bravo Dog being droned up the yellow stairs, but they know he's coming. Still, Hero is trying to hold this position. Being flashed by that Zofia, watching the window, gotta be careful. That is where he's being flashed from, but nobody's gonna be repelling up that. It's gonna be Bravo Dog. Coming through the stairs, through the hole though. Nice shot on a debut, and Classics gets another one the same moment onto Stick. And now vaulting over the railing, it's going to pay off for him. Hero gets a kill on a Bravo Dog. It's now a 2-on-3, and Frag's going back and forth. 1-on-2 now. Pre-fire. Going to need to get 2 more kills, make it a 3K to win this round for his team. Finds the diffuser. Now the defender's nowhere near him. Still, though, being annoyed by that Echo drone. 35 seconds to go. Enough time to work with things. He doesn't need to rush and implant immediately, but time is not on his side. Oh, looks away at just the wrong moment. He's going to get downed in Demand. Finishes off the round. Peak Everything going up 2-0 very early. And pretty dominating. An aggressive play from Scum, not paying off for their team. And I'd like to remind people that there is a 3-minute delay on the chat or on the broadcast just to prevent any sort of cheating from the players, as is mandatory for ESL community casters. So I do appreciate the feedback, the help in name pronunciations or if there's any audio issues, but I will not be able to respond immediately.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So here we go, the final site. A surprise to absolutely nobody. And this time, Clinks is playing on the dock and Stick is up with the Rook. This could mean an aggressive defense. I don't know that I super agree with this. Oh yeah, especially with Clink bashing out these windows, you know that he wants to peek out early. Obviously, this could work out for them, but generally, it's a pretty risky strategy. They've been playing well. You know, they can maybe afford to get a little bit risky, a little bit aggressive with their plays. But I mean, they've been playing so well, just sort of letting things go slow. Might prefer them in this situation just continue to let Scum go go with whatever they want to be doing. Because in the past, that's been working pretty well for the defense. They're both watching these angles here. Clink about to get an opportunity. There it is. Hits the headshot on a Discover. Not watching for that angle. And immediately the Zofia is off the board. Demand has managed to take a little bit of damage as well. And so for the 3rd round in a row, the attack will have to deal with being a man down extremely early. And that is no small part to why they're down 2-0 right now. Now Bravo Dog on that Jackal, going to be able to spot a few players. Maybe help hunt down some of these roamers, but still got to watch himself. Knows where one person is. Can he get the shots? Yes, he will. Clink taken down back to a 4-on-4. Classics watching from the other side of the map through the building. Demand will find Classics, though, and put player advantage back in favor of Peak Everything. Again, this attack coming very, very fast. They're not doing a ton of droning. And that's hurting them a little bit. When they win these gunfights, it's not too bad. But Bravo Dog being slowed down, still okay. Here's the droning. I don't want to say they're not doing any droning, because they are droning, but they're very much droning on the fly, right? They don't want to take too much time with their droning. Bravo Dog trying to fire through the air, or through the wall even. Just rushing in. It's going to work out for effective, but it's a trade. 2-on-3 now as things even out for just a moment. Bravo Dog firing at a wall, but doesn't know the enemy's on the enemy side. It's a 3-on-1. Hero gets a kill. Bravo Dog will need so many more, and he won't get it to man. Gets the shot. Yeah, scum is the official tag of Society Can't Understand Me. So I believe Society Can't Understand Me will be what's on your screen, but it'll show when we hit tab. At the end of the round and stuff, it'll show scum. Go4s are best of 1 up until the grand finals. That will be a best of 3. This is the semifinals, so of course, grand finals will be up next. And one of these two teams will be playing in that. So after 3 defensive rounds in a row, we're back down to the basement. This could be a very short game, ladies and gentlemen. Scum are having a really tough time of things. All credit to Peak Everything Esports, though. I mean, those first 2 rounds, they played it really well. They just played smart, played it passive, and when people just come running into you, you can take those kills. Now in the later rounds, they're playing a little bit more aggressive. They're opening angles. Not something that's Scum are necessarily expecting right now.
10 seconds to go.
So, yeah, I like the strategy. When something's working, change it up anyways. Surprise the opponent. Why not? Again, Clink going to be going for something really aggressive here. This could pay off for him. Did last round. He sees the head, but can't hit the shot immediately. Needs to back off now. I don't think he should risk another peek like that. You can see Stick is not doing something like that. See? Clink. Tried to bite more than he could chew. Classics with that glass. Those yellow outlines. He's going to be able to easily hit that shot. And for once, it's going to be the defenders who lose a player early.
Attackers have located a bomb.
The wall immediately opened up. No defenders used to try to stop that. Accepting this is going to get blown up. Accepting that the enemy team's just going to bring a Thatcher, and nothing's really going to matter. Thatcher, a Thermite. Bravo Dogs takes down Hero. Now there's only 3 defenders left alive.
Bomb has been located.
Debut up on this first floor. Almost found somebody. Bravo Dog, another one onto S2IC. He's playing really well. It's only Demand still on the bomb site. He sees the head for just a second, but it's gone behind the smoke. Gonna be going for the Yokai. His Yokai's been destroyed. He's trying to stop this defuse with barely 2 minutes left to go in this round. So much time still.
Defenders have located the diffuser.
Now they'll be fighting for the replant. Firing outside the window. Classics again with the glass. Finds another kill at that same yellow stairs door. And another one for Bravo Dog. Getting all the kills, those 2 players. Much cleaner attack that round. And I think that's why playing aggressively is not often advised from the defense. Lose a player early. Don't put any effort into stopping that garage door from being opened up. And you find yourself with some issues. The first round on the board for Scum now. Now, the basement's still open to the defenders. They're going to choose to go back to the console meeting room anyways. I kind of like that idea. Stick staying on that dock, but no more Rook. And I like that. You can play the dock without necessarily being aggressive. They played that well the first time they defended basement. But the Rook's just screaming for some sort of peek out. And I know they're Peak Everything Esports, but really, at some point, you need to put your brain into things and just start playing a little bit smarter. Now that they've lost a round, maybe they'll be taking things a little bit more seriously. But again, no hard breacher coming out from Society Can't Understand Me. I had a lot of problems last time they were attacking this site, but I don't think the lack of a hard breacher was really one of them. Mostly they were just peak. They were peaking everything against Peak Everything Esports.
Seconds left.
And it doesn't take a genius to figure out that that's probably not a great idea.
5 seconds left.
That's all I'm saying.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
So yeah, nobody's super aggressive this time.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Again on the attack, not wasting any time. They're peeking these windows. They're getting aggressive. Bringing Discover with his grenades to try to pull people out of this yellow stairs. Now there is an ADS there. That frag grenade will get caught. And Hero, who was playing over there, dropped back a little bit, but nothing too terrible going on there. Trying to fire at a lot of angles right now. The first kill going to Stick, though, takes down Classics, wins the fight against the glass. Not an easy thing to do. And not even gets punished for it because Stick's able to heal himself right back up. And he's doing just fine. It'll be Discover who gets the next kill on demand, evening things back out. Not sure where he got that. I think just peeking into this window. Through the wall even maybe. He almost found another kill. You can see Stick very low right now, only about 25 HP, but that was a nice shot onto Affected. A flick up to the head, and he'll be A-okay, able to heal himself back up using that last stim pistol. These holes that have been pierced through the wall are just so expertly placed by the defense. STYC gets a kill through that hole just as I was praising it. Takes down Discover with a headshot. There's only 2 attackers left alive. Pre-fire going to try to enter with these lifelines from Zofia. Bravo Dog going to make the perilous trip up through the window, and Clink's body flies through the air as he jumps right into a Claymore. Makes it a 2-on-3. Still not the end of the world for the defenders, though. They're still favored in this situation. Bravo Dog is now rotated around over towards the window. Wastes a lot of time last few seconds. Gets his head shot off by Stick. It's a 1-on-3 pre-fire. Gets the first kill. 32 seconds to find the rest. Does not have the diffuser. He's going to go back for it. That's going to waste a lot of time.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
20 seconds now, able to peek this once again. Lifeline is getting caught by the ADS. Gonna just jump in and go for it. Hits a headshot getting in, but Debut's not gonna let him get the last one. He'll be able to win that 4 peak everything in round number 5. They'll lead into the second half, 4-1. We'll now be switching sides, and who knows, maybe Society are just more of a defensive team. I can hope so. I can't say I was super impressed by those attacks. I mean, round number 4, which was kind of given to them, they did manage to capitalize off that. All credit to them. And that last round was pretty competitive as well. But those first 3 rounds where they just took it so fast, and they sort of paid for it. You know, let's not be too rude. The first 2 rounds, they took it way too fast. They definitely paid for it. The 3rd round, they were a victim to a really disgusting spawn peak, which, I mean, you got to watch out for those, but you can't get too upset about them for that. So, round 6, and our bomb site will be in the basement. You see this time, no more rooks, no more docks. It's likely going to be a lot more standard defense. You've got the smoke coming out. And you got the Valkyrie as well, which we haven't really seen at all, but certainly very good on this map. So I expect that Scum will get a lot of use out of her.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse
Nobody being super aggressive. Doesn't look like it from the defense. They're looking alright. Now, Debut, bringing the IQ. Should be able to find any of those Valkyrie cams that were shot out. I'm not sure if he's found any yet, but I'm not currently looking for any. See, this is already starting to look like a lot more standard attack on a consulate. There's a lot more droning going on. They're taking their time. They've got 3 minutes. Work with all 3 of those minutes. All right, you don't need to be trying to rush that plant when there's still 1:30 to go in the round. Hero trying to play it cool, looking for some entry frags. Nobody's up on that hatch. Klink's in a good position to get a kill. He saw the man behind the desk, but could not get the connect. Discover with the CC4 will connect, though. And that was Hero down in lobby. Some nice work by the Valkyrie. Likely on one of those cameras. Playing from the basement. Smart moves. Bandit battery's gone off that garage, so Demand might be able to do some work now. I think he's been on drones this entire game, though. And that's not a terrible situation to be in. He's located the bomb at the very least. Klink takes down pre-fire, evens out the score. And that's the Echo gone. That's pretty early. You likely want him to stay alive as long as possible. STYC pistol down by Effect, but Debut takes down Bravo Dog. Kills getting traded back and forth. Debut, gotta watch out for these roamers, but also needs to focus down that site. Minute left to go. Klink will take down Classic. Ooh, a nice headshot on Discover. There's only one defender left alive, and he's watching an angle. Affected peeking through the holes. He's getting all the pings, but doesn't notice the player running to his right. Finally going to flick off, but neither player able to hit their shots. He's being caught. Pulls out the pistol. Can't get the shot off fast enough, and Klink will be able to take down Affected. Peek everything. Take round number 6, and things are looking grim for Society. Match point already a 5-1 scoreline, looking so strong. For Peak, everything finals are in their sights. It's not even 12 o'clock yet, and we could be looking at finals. Praise be to the Ubisoft admin who decided that these Go4 should start an hour earlier. And we'll be going to the second floor.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Potentially our final round in the semifinals. And I'm not sure on the status of the other semifinal match, but it did start before this one. So it'll likely be over already, which means we can hop into the grand finals very quickly. But if their match is taking a really long time, then we might have to wait for them to finish. That's still in the future, though. This game is still not unwinnable for Society. Can't understand me. Not going to be easy. They've certainly got a mountain ahead of them. A 5-1 scoreline is nothing to laugh at.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Pre-fire immediately going to be throwing out these cameras, looking for something. Five versus 0. That's a bug I've seen actually on Pro League broadcast as well. And the run out from Pre-fire takes down Hero. That's the aggressive plays that I like to see to get a team back into the fight when they're down 5-1. The Ying off the board is such a crucial operator as well. Something you don't want to have to deal with. And Affected takes down Debut. Things are falling apart. There's Clink, though, getting a little bit of damage. It wasn't onto the dock, though, so affected. Able to heal himself right back up. Not too worried about taking that damage. He's pretty much at full, despite taking all those shots.
A bomb has been located.
Demand on the Thermite playing pretty aggressively. Stick droning for him on the Blackbeard. Pre-firing that door after he saw the player. Taking things slow now. They know they only have 3 players to work with. They've got to find 5 kills in this round. Oh, and look to wait just the wrong moment. Demand gonna eat a lot of damage because of that poorly timed stun grenade. Lives to tell the tale, however, and now Clink has joined the battle, meeting up with his teammates. And pre-fire from below with those Valk cams. He's been so good with that operator. But Demand finds classics. There's no more smoke on the board. Oh, just doesn't see that head down to the back of the hallway. Won't see it the second time either. Affected takes down Demand, and it's all on stick. Needs to get 4 kills. Won't be able to get them, though. Finds Bravo Dog. Doesn't find Discover. That'll be another round on the board in favor of Scum, keeping them alive here in this game. Still match point, though, and it's still a 5-2 scoreline, not one that's favoring you. You've got some steam behind you, though. You've got some momentum. You can take this a little bit farther. I'm not gonna jump on the comeback train just yet, but this is how it starts. With the success upstairs, they're going to be going to the basement. Now, this one they lost pretty badly last time. Again, losing players really hurt them. But that last round, I mean, it really started off with a couple early kills. This whole game has kind of been shaped around who gets those really early picks. And generally, it's been peak everything who've been getting those early picks. Whether that be through sheer aggression on the side of Scum, or whether that's been through some cheeky spawn peaks. Regardless of the method, it's been working for them, and then all of a sudden the Valkyrie gets played, the tides get turned, and it goes a round in favor of Society Can't Understand Me. Now, though, they're playing in the basement, and they're still going to be playing with this Valkyrie, okay? Discover's still up to throwing these cameras around. But I'd like to see Debut, throwing a few of those cameras around. We can take a look at the stats. Haven't done that all game. Pretty even, honestly, across the board. The lowest we see is 3 from a couple of the players over on Society. But the highest all we see is 7. So not too big of a spread. No huge frags from 13s. No donuts. No 1s.
5 seconds left before insertion.
So all in all, a pretty close game despite the scoreline. Might be seeing a comeback. There goes the last camera from Discover. But by the fact that he's just ran all the way back down to the basement, it doesn't seem like he's going to be going for any runouts. Affected on that Vigil, though. An aggressive operator could be trying to do something here. This attack is very much focused on this garage door. There's not going to be any tricking that's happening. See Bravo Dog nowhere near that garage door. They're all sort of roaming up here, but that's not working out for them too well. Trading 4-for-4 now. Up on the scoreboard, Debut able to find a kill onto Discover, and now Frag going left and right. Pre-fire takes down Sick after he took down Bravo Dog. Pre-fire gets another one on a Debut. On the Echo makes it a 2-on-2 now. Clank going down. Clink will be able to get that one. Hero really nowhere near this action. It's all on Clink for a while. He's going to get the first headshot. Just needs to find one more kill onto Affected. He's got the pings. He knows exactly where the enemy is, but Clink is not looking the right direction at all. Only looking in front of her. Doesn't realize Affected is behind. Now rotations have gone out. Still has those pings. He's got so much communication from his team. The flashbang's gonna go down. He's gonna have to rush this, but he's completely blind. And Clink will be able to hit that headshot, peak everything, win it in round number 8. And Scum will be losing in the semifinals. 6-2 is your scoreline. Pretty dominant from Peak Everything. A couple of good showings from Scum, but all in all, Peak Everything, the better team. They're going to be headed over to the finals. And with that, we will be swapping over to some more music. But don't go away because the grand finals are coming up next very, very shortly. Stay tuned.
Something that I heard before, like she was made for me, just like water from a vision. Always feels the goodness of my heart. Now drowning in an ocean. There's no escape when she pulls me under. stop me wanting you somehow. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be alone.
if I can. I'll say a little prayer. Heaven, don't shoot me down, 'cause I see it. Heaven, don't shoot me down, 'cause I need it. Heaven, don't shoot me down, 'cause I see it. Heaven, don't shoot me down.
I can feel it coming as it's falling down on me. I'm losing all control of everything I see. Am I losing all my mind on my own? You have been here all along, I know. Trying to break the silence. My mind speaks in between. Feeling trapped and isolated, like it was only just a dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We're about to start with the grand finals. It is Raw Materials. Is it Raw Material? Raw Material versus Peak Everything Esports. The overlay is a little bit messed up. Let me fix that really quick here. And then we'll be ready for the game to start off. Perfect. So, Peak Everything Esports just had a really good game against the other semi-finalists they were up against. Scum. Society can't understand me. Raw Materials, though, look like a pretty strong team themselves. Got a few recognizable names if you're following the Challenger League right now in North America. Just trying to get everybody into the server. Our maps today will be Clubhouse, Border, Oregon, if we make it there. And of course, the best of three for the grand finals. But yes, usually I like to talk about how fatigue can kind of play into these, especially when we get into the finals. But thankfully, somebody in Ubisoft has decided that it is a good idea to start these tournaments 1 hour earlier, and I wholeheartedly agree. So it's only 12:30, 12:25 on the East Coast. Not too bad at all, considering we've had grand finals go all the way till 2 a.m. before. And this one very well could still go there if we take a long time with our maps, if there's quite a few maps, if we get to all three. But at least it won't be going until 3 a.m. That's the main thing I'm happy about. I also wasn't able to cast the quarterfinals today, which is a little unfortunate, but I have been away all weekend. I just got back today. So I don't have time to cast the quarterfinals, unfortunately. But we got the semifinals. We're here for the grand finals as well. Semifinals, not gonna lie, they were a little disappointing. Not the close matches we generally like to see in these Go4s. And all in all, like, matches in Go4s are generally pretty good, right? So I've got high hopes for this grand finals here. Peak Everything are ready. And we'll just wait for raw material to give us the R. We'll be good to go. Everyone's had a good week. In the overall scene of Rainbow Six, we've got almost everybody figured out for the Season 8 finals. Looks like they will be having somebody leave the server over on raw materials. Are they changing sides? I hope not. I've already set the names. I'd like to get this underway. Despite the fact that we started a little bit earlier, it has been a long night for these players. They've been playing for a while now. And this is the last match of the night. Again, a reminder that we are on a 3-minute delay. I'm not sure if any of these players are streaming their POVs, but if they are and you're watching that, that's totally fine. Just don't come into the chat and spoil things, please. That's all we ask. Ready? Uplay overlay turned on for stream. I see. Yeah, it shouldn't be a huge issue here. We'll go ahead and turn on the volume for us, though. Apologize for this, but it's better than not having sound. Hold on. Okay. Sorry for the delays. Whoever wins this wins the Go4. That is correct. Raw materials versus Peak Everything Esports. Hopefully we'll have no more issues. Lion will be the first one to be banned, and I think Peak Everything bans Lion every single match, which is understandable. Lion is an annoying operator to play against, and he's very powerful. Maverick being banned out as well. And there goes Echo. So Maverick not super duper common, but on Clubhouse, an interesting ban. Echo out now. I'll get one more ban, likely a Mira. If Mira's not banned, I mean, Peak Everything banned Mira last game. Valkyrie this time. That was a powerful operator that was used against him in the last match. Specifically with some runouts that we saw from SCUM. Both Mira being alive, this could be a dangerous game for the defense. Can't say she's, I mean, generally, since Clubhouse has been renovated, Mira's been banned the entire time, so I'm not sure if a whole lot of strats have been built around her. Now, they're starting off with Basement. But look at that, no Mira being chosen by the defense. So, despite her being very, very powerful, not being chosen for this first defense. Instead, going for the clash, there's a blitz on the field as well. Two shield operators up against one another. Clink swapping off, though. We're going to the rosters really, really quick because we're starting things off here. Over on Raw Material, they've got Bestia, Proto, Renton, Breezy, and TNSE. Tense? I'm going to go with Tense. Someone in chat can correct me if I'm wrong with that. Tense. And then Peak Everything, we just watched them, but they have Default Hero, Debut, Demand, and Clink. Same roster as before. But we're going live here into the first round. This is the Grand Finals North American Go4 number 136. Winner of this wins it all. It is map number 1.
5 seconds to go.
Clubhouse is our first battlefield, and the basement will be the first bomb site.
Bomb diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse.
This is an aggressive spot by Clinks. Doesn't manage to pay off, but smartly going to retreat as soon as he misses. That means he knows where you're at. You don't want to risk that twice. He'll go upstairs, though. You can bet that he's going to be wanting to get a little bit more aggressive after this as well. They manage a little bit of damage over to Bestia. And Renton on this shield. Gonna be able to be a bit of a human drone for his team. Now Blitz, not an operator we've seen a lot of, especially recently, but has been proven to be quite powerful in the past. You can see already being spotted out up top. They know that there's going to be roamers up here, and Renton able to clear things out, but he's looking the wrong way, and Hero smartly plays that defense as he takes down the roam clearer. Default finds another one onto Proto, and all of a sudden there's only 3 attackers left alive. We're hardly a minute into the round. Default finds another one on a tense. There's only 2. Breezy's still staring at a window. And to be fair, there are people behind that window, but minute 30 left to go. Not a lot has been done by his team. I guess they've got a bit of space up here on the second floor. Notably not the floor of the basement. And notably not all the roamers cleared out of here yet. A lot of work to be done by very few operators. Bestia's got something in his foot. He's going to have to deal with that. And the Legion pushes him at the exact correct moment. Here to take him down. Clink finds Breezy. And that'll be a perfect round 5-0. The end of things here in the first round. Peak Everything starting off pretty strong. How long have I been casting? I've been casting since 2015. I've been casting Rainbow Six since earlier this year. Toons, I'm being told. Toons. Alright, we'll go with Toons then. Toons it is. Until someone in Twitch chat tells me otherwise, we're going to be going with Toons. This time we're going to see the mirror get pulled out, as that was a very successful defense of the basement. Now they're going up to CCTV Cache. Again, a very popular bomb site
Locate and defuse as many bombs.
since the renovations here. Not too surprising to see these two being played out first. Now, Maestro notably not banned. Remember, it was Valkyrie and Echo, who are the 2 defensive banned operators. So, choosing not to run them, a lot of the times you'll see a Maestro being played in the garage here, just sort of lying behind one of these indestructible barricades that you can kind of peek out. get some shots off on people, but who knows? I mean, recently we've seen a lot of people not pushing through the garage, so that could be a bit of the thought process behind that. Don't necessarily need someone in there, especially not when you've got a Mira. I mean, Demand playing this. Looks like the play's going to be to put Clink in there, though. Probably not using the giant shield that Clash comes equipped with, but we'll see. Demand also here in the garage, but not looking to stay in for too long.
A bomb has been located.
Now they've taken the classic Thatcher Thermite combo to try to open up this wall. It's a very important one. There's a bandit trying to trick. This is debut. He's kept 2 batteries alive for this very purpose. Trying to play it very safe. These on both sides. Here goes the first one. Gets shocked a little bit though. Backs off. Doesn't waste the exothermic charge. It's been pretty slow so far. Toonce made a bit of an opening. Lost a bit of health because of that. Throwing out the frag grenade. Finds someone though. Gonna get downed himself. Default will take down Toonce. Lives to tell the tale with about 20 HP. And as I kind of predicted, nobody is pushing into that garage. They're all focused up on this big wall, and they managed to get it open. Renton with the shield, able to get some intel for his team. Takes a bit of damage, actually, finding his shoulder or something. The shield meets the shield. Throws in a couple smokes, and now Renton will be able to walk safely through here. Now he does have to be careful. He's flashed his shield off, but being shot from behind. Hero takes him down. Proto trades it out, gets debut. Clink gets headshot as well by Breezy. Now Default finds a kill. There's only one defender left alive after a fury of frags. Proto, one attacker, up against the world. 3 defenders, 45 seconds. He has the diffuser. Knows where the Mira is, hopefully. Runs in regardless, though. Tries to be a hero, but he can't. Shut down. Proto dies. And that'll be round number 2, going in favor of Peak Everything Esports. And with 2 successful defenses in a row, they will move on to Gym Bedroom. We don't see a lot of bar played on defense, for good reason. Generally not considered to be super favorable, especially on a map like Clubhouse, where it can be pretty defensive-sided. You want to play it safe with these bomb sites. And we'll get right into things here.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So again, I mean, with the names that we've been seeing over, or the names that we see on this side of raw material, you'd think they'd be playing a little bit better. I mean, Breezy, Proto, these are names that we do recognize, but 2-0 down. Peak Everything have just been so dominant this whole tournament. One thing you'll notice if you look at the bracket is there hasn't been a lot of close games, right? Usually with Go4s, you do see a lot of 6-4s, 7-5, 7-6, but
Attackers have discovered the
not today, it seems.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't want to ruin all hope. I mean,
Located by attackers.
obviously there's still a good chance that we see a close game. It's only 2-0. Let's not lose our spirits just yet, but
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
all in all, it might be because of the change at the start time. People didn't realize that was happening. Of course, if you don't know the tournament's starting an hour earlier, it's hard to sign up for it. All in all, I do think the earlier start time is a good thing, though. So again, the classic Thatcher Thermite combo, trying to open up this wall. Taking it slow, faking a few Thermite charges before they really start things off. All an attempt to try to get these bandit batteries down. I guess opening up this wall eventually did work for them. Speaking of not working, Demand finds Bestia with the headshot. That's on the mirror. I think that was just through a window or... yeah, through the hatch possibly. Regardless of how it happened, there's 4 defenders left alive. Toons has found a couple of footprints. Looking to open his way in to the old bomb site that we just watched. Now I'm being told it's tense. Twitch chat, why'd you lie to this like me? Why'd you do this? The exothermic charge, not able to go off. He's looking for the second one. Not quite, though. And they're actually just going to run away. They've already wasted one. Ooh, that's not great, though. Default takes down Proto. And Renton thinks twice before he wants to peek that exact same angle. Breezy drops down where he thought was safe. Tense will be able to get the shot onto Demand with the headshot. Firing through the wall, though, he'll get cleaned up. Clink also goes and gets a kill on a Renton. So another round going in favor of Peak Everything Esports. They have been playing so well. Not a single player with 2 kills on the side of Raw Material. They've gotten 3 total. Compare that to 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 4 is 13. 15 total kills. That's 5 times the kills, kids. We're back down to basement. Things not looking good at all for Raw Materials. They gotta find something underneath them. The Montaigne coming out from Renton, giving the Thermite over to Breezy. At least they're changing something up, you know. Glad to see that. Once again, using the Capitao, even though this is the one bomb site that they did not choose to run a clash on. And Capitao obviously useful for more than just the clash counter, but that is a big reason why he's been seeing quite a large rise in his pick rate. He has been for a while. Loads of smokes and flame arrows don't hurt at all either, of course. Last time, Clink went pretty aggressive. We'll see if he's doing the same sort of thing. There's a drone here. Tense is trying to get in on him. But I don't think he was spotted, so we'll take a look. It's a different angle than he was looking the first time, which is what I like to see. Firing for the shot. It's going to be a trade. Renton taken down. But that was the Montaigne. So much for trying something new. Overall, not a terrible trade for the defense. Losing your Vigil. I mean, all he's ever going to do is go out and get kills. And he at least did that, so you can't fault him too much. And with their Montaigne gone, you can see they're starting to slow this down. Not really. Not going super according to plan just yet. But that's okay, they can recover. It's a 4-on-4. They're not down too much yet. A minute off the clock already. And here they go, trying to open things up in kitchen. Interesting, they're going for just a Thermite. It's not like they didn't know it would be this bomb site. A lot of times you'll see a Habana being brought here instead. Especially since he just opened up this tunnel and then the hatch. Pretty much could have been handled exactly the same by Habana, except with range and probably a slightly better gun. But personal preference. Minute 15. And the super fast semifinal game is not being reflected here in the finals. Bestia is in, though, and finds a nice kill on her debut, putting the frags in his favor. A couple of fire arrows going off. Now Proto has this plank going down. Will he be able to get it off? Should be able to. There's so many smokes up and around, and a lot of the defenders are off-roaming. Second floor for Hero. Basement for Demand, but he's going up the stairs and being shot in the back, not looking the right direction. And first floor by default, so they're not near this bomb site at all. They need to get back down to site. It's going to be a very difficult retake from them. Hero come down towards the blue. Default still upstairs. Now he's got to watch out for people in the kitchen. He's got to watch out for people down in the basements. Hero's made his way down here. He's got a mirror window next to him. Trying to fire through the wall. Won't be able to win that fight. Proto comes through the door, takes off his head, and it's all up to Default firing down the hallway. Doesn't have any sort of great scope, but finds a kill on the Proto regardless. There's not enough time for things. A nice knife on a tense. It's not going to matter. But Breezy finishes things off. Raw Materials will finally get around. It's round number 4. The Starch with momentum. They can't win the half. They can't win before they swap sides, but a 3-2 is much, much better than a 5-0 or even a 4-1. Renton deciding he liked the Montaigne. Maybe he'll be a little bit more careful approaching the building this time. But every time we've seen a spawn peek, it hasn't been with the Vigil on the defense. You still got the Jaeger, but generally it takes way too long to set up all this stuff before you can spawn peek. I guess you could spawn peek with the Mira if you really wanted to spawn peek with this lineup. But, again, she's usually more of a anchor type operator.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
But here we are, upstairs. Again, bringing the Clash. It'll be interesting to see if they put her in the garage again. They had, I think, 3 people in the garage. Don't get me wrong, it worked out for the defense last time. But there was really no pressure put onto the garage. The entire attack was sort of focused on this wall right here. And didn't work great for them, of course. And, you know, there were some flanks coming down through the hatch and stuff, but those got shut down pretty quickly as well, so we'll see. I want to see what this shield's being used by. Raw Materials. Of course, they did have a shield last time. It was Blitz. Now they've moved over to Montaigne.
Attackers recover the diffuser. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Regardless of how the shield works out for them this time, we won't have to watch any more shields, so no worries there. This time, though, a lot of pressure being put towards the garage, and we see a shield v shield matchup. Montaigne does not have a taser on the front of his shield. That puts him at a major disadvantage, and his health just being chipped away right now. Clink able to force him to back off.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
He's coming back in. Tense will get the first kill onto Demand, starting things off with this round. Default evens things up, though. Trades in with Tense, and again, Clink just able to whittle down the health of the Montaigne. Not a lot he can do. He sort of just stood around, and I think now he might be trying to get reset. He's standing in a Legion Mine. I think he's going to let that reset him. So, not a lot being done by Renton just yet. And in fact, with the run out, Proto will be able to take down Clink. Not too successful. Maybe a little bit over-aggressive by the defense in that situation. But they're able to hold their ground right now. They just got a down on a Breezy. And he will be cleaned up by Debut, peeking through that window. Makes it a 3-on-3 now. The Montaigne has walked into sight. Gotta watch out for people behind him. Especially right now, but he's going for the melee kill. He'll be able to take down a already down. Debut running into the A bomb site now, but trying to reload, will get shut down. Hero gets the kill, and he's in a 1-on-2 now. We'll need to get the 3K clutch. Kendall is being used, not affecting Hero though. He's playing too far back. The plant is being planted, and I think it will be successful unless he chooses to get off for whatever reason. That was a nice grenade. Didn't really get any kills though. A little bit of damage onto Proto somewhere in this round, but Hero would love to be able to push his team into a 4-2 lead, or 4-1 lead rather, going into the side swap. Very little information. A nice headshot onto Bestia. Doesn't have to aim down sights. Knows where the enemy team is. Managed to peek it. Very little HP though, and that's going to hurt him. Proto spraying that gun. We'll be able to get the shot. And that'll be the second round in a row for raw material. They're not out of the game just yet. Round number 6, the side swap will happen. Raw material showing that they've still got some teeth. Not ready to give up yet. They'll also be starting down in the basement. Oh no. Renton playing the Kavira? Is this true? Now I'm excited. 6 picking from the Clash over to the Kavira. We'll see now. Of course, before the rework, there used to be very little roaming. Pretty much 0 roaming when you're playing in basement, but after the rework, it's a lot more viable to run around the map. And Kavira is a good one to do it with. In a way, I mean, she's still Kavira. You're still kind of limiting yourself, but not going to count it out just yet. Alright, I want to see how this goes. Also interested in what Tense is doing up here. If he's just placing that down, or if he's going to put a Evil Eye all the way down here at the tunnel. It seems spelling out a word. Oh, hi. Hello. That's cute. I'm glad Tense is having a good time with things at the very least. I want to see from the attacker's perspective how they take things here. Early on, Demand gonna drone this out. Doesn't even care about the hello. Oh, yes he does. Alright. That's all I've cared about. Renton hiding in the garage. Oh, it's nice when gamers are friendly. Has anybody else made a entry yet? Some powerful operators on the board right now. I mean, Glass being played wasn't seen at all in the first half. Maestro as well was not played really at all by Peak Everything. So they're going to be entering through the top. Renton's still just sitting here in the garage. A lot of the time when you see Kavira plays, you see her sort of running around the map. But going for the late flank could pay off as well. They're doing a lot of droning. They want to be very careful of this drone clear. It's likely that they saw the Kavira in the drone phase. So they're probably watching out for that. Nobody's checked garage yet, though. And just with the Kavira being on the board, just with the threat of that roamer, they spent a lot of time, minute 30 already, trying to clear things out. They're finally entering into garage, but Renton's backed up a little bit. He's sitting in the lounge. Oh, and he's watching this doorway. Will he really get the kill? Yes, he will. Not going for that interrogate. Tries to get up. The right move to finish off his kill, but ends up being a trade 1-for-1 default. Ready for that spot. Now they can get to work attacking this bomb site. Losing your glass, not ideal, but on this bomb site, the basement, maybe less effective than on the upper floors. just because it can be kind of hard to aim down rather than aiming in through a window. Hero tries to drop through that hatch, does get punished for it. The headshot coming out from Breezy. Another will drop. This time it's a demand. See some feet actually there. Finally goes for the shots. Won't be punished. Will be able to get the kill, despite being a little bit late on that. Demand takes down Bestia, evens out the numbers once again. It's 3-3. Gotta be careful looking in through this doorway, of course. We can see the outlines. He cannot. Firing a little bit too high. Breezy underneath the table finds the kill. But again, it's 2-on-2. Numbers even. Breezy makes it not so. Debut down. It's all up to default now. Trying to win. But time is not on his side. He needs to go get these kills. 4 seconds remaining. He needs to be moving a lot faster than he is. And he'll get punished. Breezy with the pistol. Won't even let it get to time. Round number 6. Raw materials. We're all tied up. It's been 3 rounds in favor of Peak Everything, then 3 for raw materials. Back and forth, back and forth. We've started to have a game. You know what? I'm glad that I mentioned that all the games have been rolls so far in this tournament, because as soon as I said that, we started to have a good close game. A little bit of confidence lost on Peak Everything. They have been pretty aggressive. They have been peaking more or less everything. Maybe they'll start to play a little bit smarter now. Renton sticking with the Clash this time, not going to risk another Kavira play. Probably smart.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Take a look at stats really quick, and that is some lopsidedness. Default with 10 kills. Hero with 6 up there too, but then a 2, a 3, a 4. Peak Everything got a couple of members falling behind, but it's the exact same story over on Raw Material. Right, Bestia, Tense, and Renton all with 2, Breezy and Proto carrying the team a little bit with 6 kills.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to insertion. Attackers recover the diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Again, they're going to put the Clash down in the garage. This is exactly what the other guys were doing as well. They liked the strategy so much that they took it themselves. Did counter the Montaigne pretty well. I mean, pretty much caused that operator to do absolutely nothing on this map. But there is no Montaigne being run by the attack. Bans were Lion, Maverick. Lion, Maverick, and then defense was Echo, and it's a bit of a strange operator, wasn't it? Was it the Valkyrie? We've definitely seen a Valkyrie ban. Might have been Valkyrie. Yeah, it was Valkyrie for sure.
Bomb located by attackers.
This attack's gone pretty well so far. I mean, they've not lost anybody. Been in a minute, almost a minute and a half now. Sees the mirror window. Clink. Hole started being opened up by demands, and they're working their way in through the west side. Right, take top floor. Take it slow. Minute 30 to go now, and Hero trying to counter this Clash that's being used, but Clash is going to retreat. Only 1 more ammo left on that lifeline. Going to make it hard for Hero to counter Clash next time she comes around, and there she is, goes for the headshot, but can't really hit it with that big shield in the way. Kind of the point of the operator. Out the pistol now, Clink trying to win in a 1v1. Scares the opponent off, it looks like, so he doesn't have to worry about anything there, but Debut will find the first kill on a Proto. Nicely done by him. That's going to be 1 more operator down. Less than a minute to go. Time is not really on their sides. They gotta pick it up here. Droning a little bit. Some smoke's going out, and we do see Clink trying to run through, and there's Tens with the C4. Takes down Debut. Breezy gets another one, and things have gone very bad very fast. Clash puts away her shield. Default still can't win that, though. Goes on the drone. I think that might have been a misclick. Hero trying to be a hero. Doesn't see Tens right next to him, and it's all up to Default. A Clash right in front. When you're the last man alive, there's not a ton you can do against this Clash. 13 seconds. This is all but hopeless for Default. Doesn't have the diffuser, and just going to be finished off by Breezy. That's a rough finish to your round, and it's been four in a row now for Raw Materials. They've really picked things up here, despite losing 3 in a row, which on attack means that you have lost on all 3 different bomb sites. Not great. Round number 8, and we're only 2 away potentially from Raw Materials from winning this game. Of course, it's only map 1. Map number 2 was Border, so we will be seeing that regardless of how this match ends. Now, depending on how both of those matches go, we could be seeing game number 3 in this best of 3 Oregon. And here we go with the round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Apologies if I'm somewhat quiet between the rounds. Just trying to save my throat a little bit here. Save my breath. It's like in a relatively standard defense. You don't see any super hard anchors, though. I mean, there's no more Maestro. There's no Mira. And this was generally a bomb set that's considered pretty good for Mira. You're not playing with a smoke, and I guess Echo's banned. But those are the 4 big ones that you often see from the defense, and none of which being played. Instead, going for 2. You've got a mute and you've got a bandit, so 2 sort of stop things from being opened up operators. Then you have a castle, which can also kind of serve that role. So it's an interesting strategy. I'm not saying I'm super sold from it just yet, but sure is going to make Demand's life a little bit harder. Same with Debut. They're going to be struggling to get some doors open right now. There's a Thatcher, though, and that could easily just negate all the operators' abilities on the board. So we'll see. First step is, of course, going to be trying to get this patio door open. Right. Now, here's a bandit sitting behind it. Breezy barely keeps his shockwire alive. And successfully bandit tricks. Debut down to only 2 X-Kairos left. Meanwhile, fighting's going on. Demand takes down Renton as the castle tried to peek his head out. Demand not too worried about hard breaching right now. Default finds another one onto Bestia, and this is going pretty well for the attack. Back behind. There's that deployable shield. Will down Demand, but he's in a pretty good position to be picked right back up. So it doesn't really matter too much. Proto trying to get back into the game. The rest of his team has sort of lost control of this site, and it just keeps happening with Default taking down Breezy. There's a nice shot, though. His opening kill from this late flank has netted him 1. Proto will get another one onto Demands through the window. It looks like that one was. Tense. Where are the players up above? Do they see him? It looks like they have a drone down there. So Tense, or Toonts, as he's sometimes referred to by me in Twitch chat. In a bit of a standoff, it looks like his opponent has left. I believe that was Hero? Could be Clink. Clink jumps in, loses the fight. Proto, 3 kills now, evening the score out 2-2. He's done it all for his team, but he can't do the rest. Hero takes him down, and it's now a 1-on-2. Tense needs to finish the job that Proto started. 30 seconds to go, but he won't be able to do it. Debut kills him, and it's peak everything. Finally, turning things around, winning round number 8. Renton on the Kavira. It'd be interesting to see if he sticks that. Kind of expect a 6-pick off of it because you don't often want to show your Kavira. But, I mean, they just droned it out last time, so the 6-pick onto the Cav didn't really matter. Regardless, he's not going to be sticking with it. The Mira, probably the more sensible operator. So it was an interesting defense last round. It ended up working, although it came down to the wire. Puts us at a 4-4 scoreline, trying to defend the basement. This is a bomb site that I believe has been defended twice, and the attackers have won it once. Of course, that's just this match. Generally, this map and then this bomb site as well are considered pretty defensive sided.
10 seconds left before insertion.
So you'd expect things to work out here in a 4-4 situation, but this feels a lot like an overtime. All right, we've seen very close matches go down to the wire. Not gonna say it for sure, because who knows, but I'd like to see an overtime. Do we have roamers running around somewhere? Not sure. Bestia might be the closest we've got. Breezy still setting up, and Proto in the tunnel. Demand starting to open with the tunnel, but not going to push it just yet. Just leave it open as an option for your team. So you have that just in case. Again, taking it slow and steady. A lot of droning. Default wants somebody to peek him in that tunnel. He wants it so bad, but nobody's there anymore. Proto has backed off quite smartly. And again, they did see that Cav. They might be trying to drone her out. Just showing the operator off in the 6-pick kind of does the same job as just having a Cav, you know. If the enemy team thinks you have a Cav, that's almost just as good because they're going to waste that time droning for you. They're going to assume that you have a roamer. And even if they suspect that you don't have a roamer, even if they think, well, he probably 6-picked off of it, do they really want to take that risk? And right now it's looking like, no, they don't, because we're pretty much halfway through the round, minute 33 on that clock, and nothing has happened. And that's exactly what they want on the side of raw material. Waste as much time as you want. And all that just from showing off an operator that you don't even end up using. Finally, it looks like people are starting to push in here. Link with a few open hatches and sees some feet. Sees them again. Only a little bit of damage, though. Unfortunate that he couldn't land that kill. About half HP now from Bestia, a little under. Little bit Hero and the Jackal starting to open up the floorboards. Something you often see a Buck do, but I mean, Jackal's got a shotgun as well. Why not? Clink about to see somebody throwing that smoke, but again, Proto just barely manages to live. That's 2 defenders now that have gotten away just barely with their life. And if Clink was watching that angle a little bit tighter, might even be able to get another one, but Breezy as well. Takes a lot of damage. Finally, Default will get one. Hero cleans up on another. Bestia gets taken down. There's only 3 defenders left alive. The plant has gone down. And an even situation has very quickly turned sour. Renton, one of the last 2 players alive, no longer is the case. It's all up to Tense, and he can't do it. Clink and Demand get the last 2 kills. And Peak everything. Push themselves all the way over to match point. Round number 10. Do we see an overtime? Or are Peak everything going to be the champions of the first map? Proto, I'm not sure if he chose Jaeger the last second, or if he's just having some issues and got auto-selected onto him. Either way, not a bad operator, especially for CCTV cache. I mean, you could have got randomly put on a Tachanka, but Jaeger is nothing to be upset about. Hopefully he is here and not about to disconnect on us, though. Because do I remember the last 9 rounds? Not really. Rehost would be not great. He's running around though, so I don't have to worry about that. CCTV cache, I mean, not a bad sight for the defenders. We've seen a lot of weird stuff happening on this map though. I mean, general wisdom says that this round should go in favor of the defenders. But the last one was supposed to as well, and that didn't quite work out. Overall, I mean, the map has favored defenders, at least in the first half. If this one's won by the defenders, then it'll be 6 total rounds to 4. Yes, 6 total rounds for defenders, 4 total rounds for attack. But very close overall, which would you like to see. Again, you see the Clash sitting in the garage. But finally, we're seeing Capital being used up against the Clash as some sort of a counter. Probably the best counter to Clash right now. I mean, the Zofia can work out alright, and just mailing her can be okay, but those are a little bit more difficult than just shooting fire at her feet. Can often be the simplest solution. So again, we're going to be playing the Bandit Tricking game. Breezy currently sitting with 1 Shockwire down, the rest in his pocket. As he waits for Demand and Clink to do their things. Looks like it might be Debut who's trying to open up this wall. They got the bit of information that they wanted. Apologies if you can hear the sirens in the background. And they're just taking their sweet time with this. Hero deciding he wants to come into the back way. Open things up a little bit. There's a C4, Tense on her default. Very nicely done. 1 fire arrow got off before he died, but that's going to be all, and it's not going to be enough to take down the Clash. So Renton just fine sitting over here in the garage. Moves forward towards the window. What are they going to do about it? What are they going to do? A couple of bullet holes, but nothing to worry about there. Flash grenade caught by the ADS. Looks like they have given up the wall. Trying to get into that. 4 on 3 now, excuse me. Proto's managed to take down Debut. Hero trying to open up some walls. Clink takes down Proto, evening out the numbers. Things might be slowing down. Clink, I think he damaged himself a little bit in that. Nothing to worry about though. Hero still trying to drone himself in. 50 seconds to go on that clock. Stepping into some needles. Demand should be a free wall for him to open up here. Don't think the Bandit's going to run over and try to trick this. No, he will not. Clink, gotta be careful of the Mira behind the desk. Doesn't necessarily... Or, sorry, that's not a Mira. I believe that's the Legion. Oh, Bestia will be able to best Clink, though. And now it's a 3-on-2. Demand outside. Hero has been downed. More or less a 1-on-3 right now. Demand. 13 seconds. He doesn't have time to go back for his teammate. He needs to win the 1v1 against the Legion. Bestia takes no damage. Hero eventually falls, and Bestia gets the last one as well. On to Demand. Raw materials push us into overtime. Things are going well here. It's the grand finals, and we're into overtime in the North American PC Go4 number 136. After the coin flip, Raw Materials will be defending first. I know to mention that has had a slight edge overall in this match, but doesn't seem like it's made too huge of a difference. These two teams neck and neck on Clubhouse. So every time we've seen a team get the opportunity, they have gone down to basement, at least for their starting off round on defense. This time, though, starting with CCTV Cash and default swapping from the Capitao over to the Buck. Not sure I love that, just because it is CCTV Cash for our bomb site. Of course, they wouldn't know that when switching over. But, yeah, Buck can be a good one if you're attacking a basement. I mean, you can destroy a lot of those floorboards and aim down onto people, but with that Clash out, gonna be sitting in garage and, well, I guess you could shoot at the floor still, but a little less effective. Maybe the thought process, they care more about this wall right here. Take out those bandit batteries a little bit easier than the Capitao bolts could. Take a look at stats again. Default, you know what? I'm just not going to question what he's playing because he's getting the kills regardless. 13. Not too bad at all. Renton pulling his weight with 2. Quite a bit more spread than what we saw in the semifinals, to say the least. Well, we won't dig too deep into it right now, but overtime, round number 11 has started off here. Bestia, an opportunity to get a little bit of early damage. Also an opportunity to get his headshot off, but neither of which will come to fruition. Again, Breezy just ready to bandit trick this wall. Last time we saw a lot of time being spent by Clinks staring at this wall with debut on drone, and nothing ever came of it. Looks like they're going to be going for it, though. EMP goes down. Breezy knows there's people underneath him. He's got to be really careful. Tries to bandit trick, thinks twice a bit, and probably the smart decision to back off in a situation like that. Keep your life alive. A little bit unfortunate spacing by the Havana. Hasn't opened that up completely, but they'll still be able to get right in on that. They've got a wide angle to play with as well, so I'm sure they're not too upset about it. Demand going into the back door, and of course this is the exact same push that we saw them do last time. Didn't work out for them. That's the reason why we're in overtime. Debut finding the Clash, realizing, man, we probably should have brought a Capitao. It's going to be hard to find an answer to the operator, even when it's Renton playing her. Clink almost finding a kill. Demand entering the fray. Pushing themselves towards the bomb site now. Of course, this wall was opened up in the last round, but currently has a bandit battery on it. They're going to be trying to trick it, and I think this will be successful. Breezy manages to stop that from being blown up. That'll be a huge asset to his team. Gotta watch her from that doorway, just to the right of him, though. Hero, just gets off the stairs angle for just a second. That could come back to bite him as Proto was walking up the stairs. They don't know he's going to be back here, and he's going to hit the headshot onto Hero. A nice flip by him, and now aiming over towards Clink. Clink will be able to take down Proto with just a sliver of HP remaining. It's a 4-on-4. 25 seconds around, and we're just starting to see kills go down. Default, Bestia, trade-off, back and forth. It's a 3-on-3. Clink again, so low. Default in does get Breezy, makes it slightly in his favor, but not a lot of time. They've got to go forward. Out with the shotgun, won't pay off. It's the C4, takes down Clink, and he's been downed. It's all up to Demand. He's going to get the first kill, but downed himself, and that'll be the end of the first round. Raw Materials are going to take it. Go up 6-5 as overtime is underway. Now, of course, it will be time for Peak Everything to defend. They're going to go into basement for their site. Their one and only site that they will be defending on defense. Proton, not happy about Clink. Take a look at how they're doing.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Clink, not doing terrible. 6 kills right now. Proto overall, though, with 11. Playing well. Stop sprinting into logistics. This is Mac Talk going down. Friendly banter. We're starting things off, though, with round number 12. Things are pretty serious right now. On the line, it's the grand finals. Overtime match point.
Seconds left before insertion.
I've yet to see a Go4 grand finals that goes all the way to map number 3. I know we're still on map number 1, but this looks like it, and this is a dangerous angle. Sees the head, but Clink not fast enough. Runs away. At least he's not holding it for too long, right? If you want to take the shot, okay, it's kind of low risk that somebody's going to be immediately watching that angle. But once you get spotted, once it doesn't work, get out of there. Don't lose your head over it. The Yang being brought up by Bestia. Be interesting to see how this works out. We don't see a lot of Yang these days. Definitely her pick rate has gone down. Without the smokes. Doesn't combo quite as well as she used to, but not a bad choice. You see the entrance from Breezy. They've been doing this a lot where they only run a Thermite, never really a Habana, never both. Renton's just taking damage for no reason. I don't think there's any defenders up here trying to roam. There is Hero. Okay. Actually, there's quite a few roamers. What am I on about? Here's Clink on the roam, getting a kill, downing, and then finishing off Bestia. Makes it a 4-on-5, and would be able to rotate right back to site, but he's hungry for more. Following his teammate Hero as they're sprinting around the top floor. Gotta be careful. There's a Montaigne up here trying to find them. About 50 HP from him. Finds the Vigil. Maybe trying to bait him in, though. Hero is right behind. Clink will be able to get 2. Tens and Renton both go down. Clink with a 3K right now in this round. Been looking so well. Now Proto trying to get aggressive. Of course, there's only 2 players left alive. Breezy the only one still trying to work this plant. Proto, I mean, they've got to be scared of these roamers, right? So much damage has been done already. But without a lot of time, you really can't afford to for long. At some point, you've kind of just got to look at the site and hope that when the roamers come, they miss their shots. Proto will be running down. Doesn't expect default, but gets the kill regardless. Demand cleans up, though, and it's a 1-on-4 Breezy. The last man standing. to try to win it for his team. Gets caught in the smoke. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to round number 13 now. Looking the wrong way. Clink gets a 4K. And Peak Everything push us into round number 13, the final round. In the first map of North American PC Go4 number 136 Grand Finals. Raw Materials versus Peak Everything. Raw Materials back on defense. Default rolling with the Twitch. Interesting. We haven't seen a Twitch really at all this match or even tonight. That's not going to scare Renton off of his choice, sticking with Mira. Of course, they're going down to the basement. Right? Defense won both times. And yeah, it's a little bit more standard from default. Over to the glass.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Intense make this time. Just a couple of shots, alright. I'm interested in watching Bestia. We've seen him do some sneaky things, some aggressive plays, and it looks like he'll be doing more of the same, chasing down this drone. Oh no, misses it. Oh, and he won't even get the kill. Bestia. Will he? Will he? Surely. Oh, he can't be happy about that. Not a huge deal, but it's those little things that... So unfortunate. Oh well, he's got his cloaking device on. He's running around, having a good time on the map. Breezy as well. He's out here. Not for long, though. Looks like everybody else content just to sit back down in the basement and wait for the attackers to come to them. A lot on the line here. Bestia needs to be so careful.
Bomb located by attackers.
Link the first one in on the central stairs. Droning himself for now. Bestia not in a position to really fight anybody yet. However, Debut could be put to find himself in an engagement. Not going up the stairs though, looking more for the hatch. Bestia might have heard something, ready to go on the hunt. Oh, he's about to see somebody climb up from oil pit, but he's not looking the right way. Flicks his screen over now, but he loses the fight to Hero. And 4 defenders remain. Bestia will not be playing anymore in this map. A lot of time wasted, though, by the roamer. I don't know if it was all by the roamer, but... Minute 15 remain in this round. Not a ton of work's been done on site yet. Clink narrowly avoiding the C4. About to see somebody in. Using that EMP grenade, trying to keep his Hibana pellets alive. That will be successful. Has the pings from his teammates, but won't be able to win the fight. He's also going to be out of this round. It's a 4-on-4. Breezy takes him down. Renton gets another kill onto Demand. There goes Debut as well. Things are starting to fall apart. Default needing to drone himself in. Hero on less than 50 HP, trying to hold it down for his team. Peak Everything in a lot of trouble. But they need to pick these angles. 30 seconds to go. Lifelines being used here. Hero trying to find anything he can. All he's going to find is bullets. And that'll be the end of the game. Raw Materials win the first map in our best of 3 grand finals. In an extraordinarily tight 13-round match, a hard-fought victory indeed. Raw Materials will take it 7-6. And we see our final scoreboard there. 15 kills from Default, a strong 3 from Renton, and everything in between, of course. Oh, Clink is going to restart, so we will wait for him to do that. But an extremely fast round. Or, sorry, what am I talking about? Very slow game. Both of my words were wrong. It's late. It's about 1:30 on the East Coast, so I know I said these usually, now that we don't start as late, these should be ending a little bit earlier. But, I mean, think of it this way. If we didn't start early, then it would be 2:30 right now. And we'd still only have finished the first map. Looks like they are swapping sides. So give me a minute here while I swap sides for you. Please ignore the on-the-fly overlay changes. Production is not my strong suit. So, the first game, that went in favor of Raw Materials, didn't it? I hope so. Oops. Here we go, starting off the second map. Raw Materials winning that first map. 1-0. Now they get to choose who they want to ban first. They will be starting on defense for this map. Glass being the first ban. Quite a powerful operator we saw in the last map. Of course, it was used quite a bit. Never any huge kill streaks, but still a powerful operator, especially here on border. And Lion being banned out as well. Peak everything has banned Lion. I think every single time we've watched them play. taking all their time with this next ban. Peek everything. Going Premier. Nothing too exciting there. Echo the final operator banned by raw materials. Hope everyone is enjoying the stream so far. It's been some close games. Maybe not the first game so much. It's been a close second game. Close first map, the second game. In the grand finals. Renton starting off strong with the Chonka. I want to see it played. I want to see it. He better not be 6 picking off of this. I want to see that locked in. Coward. Well, I guess that's how it is when you get to the grand finals. Especially after a 7-6 win on the first map. Gonna go for the clash anyways. Fair enough, we can't be too upset about that. And I didn't notice the bomb site, but I'd be willing to bet I'm correct. Armory Lockers is our bomb site, as it generally is. To start things off, best bomb site on the map by pretty much everybody. Notably, Bestia playing on the dock. We've seen them do spawn peaks before. Are they going to be oh so ballsy as to do it again, though?
5 seconds left.
You'd better believe it.
Attackers recovered
He's
the bomb
here.
diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Maybe not. Still just sitting by. For now. As for the enemies, starting to take a look up here. Of course, they'd like to get this wall opened up. Demand and Default probably working together to get this done. You know, Proto is going to be trying to stop anything from opening that wall up. Really nobody here, though. I mean, you've got Hero, but up against some reinforcements, he's not going to be able to do a whole lot. He does need these... Oh, Debut going to be able to get the first one onto Breezy. Not even sure where that was, but likely a roam play by the Jaeger, not paying off. Debut needs Hero to get out of his way so we can fire off these lifelines. Strategy here could be for Hero to use this frag grenade to try to take down the clash, but just using it for some barbed wire for now. At least the first one. Portal wants to play this very carefully. Over a minute and a half into this round already, and nothing's got done. There was one kill, but this wall still remains fully intact, and Demand is just off having a good time. He's not even really going for the wall right now. Looks like he's rotating over now, but I don't know what he's been doing this whole time. We haven't been on his screen, but he's kind of just been chilling, which isn't great, frankly. He's still just chilling on the roof. Now he's coming down with Default. Looks like he's finally ready to start opening things up, maybe. It will be Bestia who evens the score. Debut gets taken out after getting the opening frag. And there's an easy one for Clink, just sitting by the window. Tense is going to offer up his head on a silver platter, and he's going to eat that up. Another one on to Bestia. That shield doing him well, but now he's got to deal with another shield. Almost not looking the right way. Renton out with the gun. That's a screen. Proto going to switch to his POV, and he's getting things done. Takes down Default.
Seconds left.
Not a lot of time left. They just need to survive for a few more seconds.
10 seconds left.
Demand has this diffuser, but he's going to be getting tasered. He needs to win this fight. And attackers will be able to win it with the kills. Just barely. All they had to do was stay alive, and they couldn't do it. A fast frag. I wasn't even sure what had happened as soon as that had finished. A narrow success for Peak Everything. Of course, they started the last map off strong and it didn't quite go their way. Of course, in order to win overall here, they're going to need to win on Border and then finally win on Oregon as well. Ella coming out from Tense. We oftentimes will see an Ella being played in, what's it called? Security, CCTV. Going for smoke instead. Fair enough. I'm interested to watch Breezy this round as well, because he died very early as the first kill of this map. And we didn't quite see where that happened. I think he was roaming down on the first floor and just happened to run into a Zofia, which often does not bode well for the defender that runs into a Zofia. So no shame on that front. Renton top fragging his team, leading the pack, despite the fact they're losing. So again, I'm interested to see if Breezy does anything on the dock. I mean, last time I got excited for him to do something aggressive, and he kind of didn't. This time, he's not even going to tease us. He's just going to ping around on the wall. I think he wants some barbed wire or something over there, but, well, it's not going to happen for him. Breezy is trying to go on the roam. He's going to take his time doing so. He's still got a lot to set up. Or, well, maybe not anymore, but he's taking his time. It can be hard. Life of a Jaeger main. Oh, he wants the ADS there. So last time, I mean, they won it in the end, to be fair, but it did take them a whole lot of time to open up that armory wall. And right now, I mean, they're still not in position at all. Doing a lot of droning right now, though, so can't really fault them too hard on it. Yeah, Breezy, I wouldn't call this a roam, but a lot more aggressive than the rest of his team. Just trying to peek the stairway, peek the hallway. Do what he can. To put on some frontline pressure. Debut looking for another opening frag, and it might just be once again onto the Jaeger, but doesn't see the shot in time, and he's going to have to back off. Choose another angle, and this is going to be an angle with a clash, which makes it a little bit less fun to fight against, but he's got those lifelines. Being caught by the ADS, still manages to down Renton, and he'll get cleaned up by Hero. Some grenades going out, and now things have slowed down once again. Debut trying to rush forward. Clink on the window has managed to lose quite a bit of HP. Hero with the grenade. Possibly. I mean, there was an ADS, but I believe it's been burned now. And a nice shot by Debut. Doesn't expect the wall to be open up. And Tense finds himself off of the round. Pushing forward aggressively, not enough HP. The headshot's coming up from Bestia. Proto as well gets one. Puts us into an even number situation very quickly. 20 seconds remaining, and Clink gonna find one on a Bestia. I'm not even sure where he was at, but playing the Blackbeard. Looks like he's vaulted in through the window. Now he's trying to push in onto the sites. Doesn't see the player right beneath him. Proto gets one, and he got a second one. 3 from Proto. Raw Materials will win round number 2, and Proto popping off in the last second of this round. 1, 2, 3. God bless the end of round replay letting us see that. Goto indeed ties us the game 1-1. Finally, we'll go to a bomb site, not on the second floor. It's a ventilation workshop.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Excuse me while I take a sip of my water. It's important to stay hydrated. Keep that in mind. So, as usual, we'll likely see a lot of defense, a lot of resources being put onto the second floor. You see there's 4 guys up here. I'm not saying they're all going to stay up here. But likely a few of them will be playing up here, and they're going to be putting their gadgets down here as well.
Attackers recover the diffuser. Attackers
Open up a couple of holes and hold this second floor as long as you can. Generally the way to go while defending this bomb site. But it'll only be Bestia who's sitting on the second floor right now.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Take a look what the attackers are up to. Hero's already started to make his way in. Had a really nice first round. Last round didn't do too bad either. See, despite the fact that the bomb site is not armory lockers, they still want to try to get in onto this bomb site. And, a bandit was teased. It was teased with the 6-pick. Of course, did not stick with it, but was used. Breezy, the original bandit player, taken down with a headshot from debut. Now, if they were following along, they should understand that there's no bandit, but who knows if they've registered that. Ooh, this is a good opportunity from Tense, actually, watching from below. It's easy standing still, but doesn't want to know.
Surveying.
Starting to slow down now. As we're about a minute 10 left in this round. Clink in archives, peeking into this dock, playing up top. About to peek the angle. It's a Blackbeard, so he knows he can't get the headshot. The body shot works just fine, though. Bestia takes down Clink. It's a 4-on-4 now, 55 seconds to go. Bestia not even too worried about that damage that he just took. He is being flashed, completely blinded. And the push in from Demand will take down completely blind Bestia. Again, though, not a lot of time. I mean, as a roamer, he's managed to waste quite a bit. From up top, Hero's starting to do some work. 20 seconds. They've got to start going sooner or later. Somebody's got to drop down this hatch if they want to get things done. The defense are under no obligation to start things up, but it's going to be Demand who takes initiative. Tense goes down. There's one down as well. It needs to be happening for Renton, but it won't. Debut finishes him off, and Peak Everything will take round number 3. Oh no. Someone's gonna work in 4 hours. That is unfortunate. It is... What time is it? It's almost 2 a.m. on the East Coast. So it's starting to get late. I was gonna say, you know... now that it's... Now these tournaments start early, we don't go to 2 a.m., but... Well, it'll happen eventually.
Attackers need to
When we get these long drawn-out grand finals, it can still happen. A lot of games get played in Go4. I think it's 7 games. If you make it all the way to the finals.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Because there's a round of 128, I think. Yep. And then a round of 64, round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, and grand finals. That's 7 matches, the last one being a best of 3. It's a lot of work playing in a Go4.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Of course, as is on your screen, raw material.
Attackers' objective is to
Won the first map. They're up 1-0 in the best of 3. We are here on map number 2. And it looks like a pretty much identical setup. Defense we saw before. Not sure if they had a Legion last time from Tense, but he's going to be roaming in customs right now. Doesn't look like he wants to stray too far from sight. Renton running up top as well. Opening up his own castle barricade and paying for it. Gets down from behind. And it won't be able to be picked back up. Debut gets the first kill. Tense exchanges some bullets but cannot avenge his fallen comrade. Debut's going to get away with that one for free. Debut, another one on a Bestia. 2 roamers up top, taken down. That's both of them. 2 out of 2. Actually, there's still one up here. Who is that? That's going to be Breezy. Thrown out by Hero, though? Is he being spotted? Surely. Yeah. He's gone. Needs to get out of here unless he wants to be spotted out. Yeah. Gonna just retreat back down, try to get back to site if possible. Of course, there are enemy gamers running around the map. He'll be in the bomb site, safe and sound, though.
Evacuate the building. Leave all luggage behind.
A lot of early kills means that they got a lot of time to work with here on the attack. Somehow Tense has managed to down himself, and there's really no hope for him. Debut gets a 3rd. Demand robs him of the ace, though, and it's a 5-on-1. Surely this will be another round. Yes, it will. Peak Everything. Was that a 4K from Debut? Yes, it was. Debut. 4 kills that round. Putting his team in a 2-1. Oh, it's round number 5. And 3-1. A lot of goats here tonight. Debu's been playing really well these last couple of rounds. I like him on the Zofia. He's been playing great. Currently top fragging the server. A lot of donuts on the scoreboard. Breezy, tense, and default. All dropping zeros. No shame to default, though. I mean, his team's winning. And debut's kind of taking all the kills, so. At the end, the only score that matters is the one on the very left of your screen. 3-1. In the lead for this map, but of course, if they win this map, they're still going to have to win map number 3.
Attackers need to
Peak
locate
everything
as
esports.
many bombs as they can.
Certainly not out of the woods just yet. I can't see who banned what in a Go4, but I'd be willing to bet that the last map, Clubhouse, probably picked by Raw Materials and then Peak Everything, likely picked this one just because they've been playing a little bit better on it. Able to defend back up here on the second floor now. They're going to be happy about that. This is the only site they've managed to win so far. Raw Materials still searching for a second round. They can't win this half. They can't win before the round switch, or the side switch. But what they can do is make it a little less bad for them. I think Bestia is just watching for drones. Or he could actually be trying to play a bit aggressive here. That beautiful Evil Genius skin. Now he does have a little bit of help in terms of the roam here. Tense is down in tellers right now. You can see his outline on your screen or at Bestia's POV. Most of our attackers just sort of waiting to get into position. Now this door's been opened up, Bestia could be going for it, but he's rotated over to the supply room, so looking for people through the walls. Sees one above him. Can't really go for the C4 though, he's just running away. Almost sees that silhouette just out of range. Won't be able to find it. But unfortunate. A little bit less information now. Able to track this player through the ceiling, but who even is that? I think that was debut. Possibly Hero.
Heartbeat sensor deployed.
Yeah, that is debut. Hear the Buck opening things up, and with that, he'll find himself a headshot. Breezy goes down. Finally, some action. Minute 30 into this round. In the offices, trying to make some things work. Debut, I think, scares him a little bit. Now they're able to work things in through the east side. They are at the B bomb site. Demand starting to open things up. Frag grenade going out, but caught by an ADS. Clink. Doesn't matter, though. Renton taken down. No more clash on the field. 3 defenders remain. Trying to get back into this bomb site. It'll have to be a retake situation through the window. Almost got it, but that's a Blackbeard. He's got a big shield. Bestia, will he be able to get the C4? They know he's down there. He's going to have to play this very carefully. There are a lot of players up above him. Knows he's going for the plant, but it's a little bit too late. Bestia can't do it. Proto, though, his teammate, will find one onto demand. Make his numbers a little bit closer. So dangerous, though. Players all over the place can't quite find the shot through the window now. Missing his shots. Tense will be able to kick down the Blackbeard, though. That's Clink gone. Going through the wrong way. Debut taken down, and it gets another one. Proto Intense fall. Debut on top of his game right now. 10 kills in only 5 rounds. Very impressive. And he's just running away with this game. Peak everything. Take the first half 4-1 as we swap sides. Every round, Debut has been showing up. I want to know what he plays this, now they're on defense. Bandit. Alright, somebody's got to do it. Renton once again playing the shield operators, the Montaigne this time. I mean, it worked well enough on Clubhouse, but this map has been seemingly working not as well. Clash generally seen as a really strong operator, but a lot of counters have been found by Peak Everything Esports. They're doing all right.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds remaining.
Here they come in. Looks like I'm be putting a couple of players
Have recovered their diffuser. Attackers
aggressive.
locate a bomb and defuse.
One in security room, Demand just sort of running through, but Hero's playing in here as well. This is maybe a little bit more commonly where we see roamers get played. Walls being opened up all around Hero. Gotta be careful with that. Of course, you got more sight lines to shoot people, but holes go both ways. Just gotta keep that in mind. Of course, he's got Clink playing in break room with him. Has to be careful when he walks out like that. His back is exposed, but notices there's nobody there.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Bomb located by attackers.
Can't really worry about it anymore. Renton walking through the north back balcony. Breezy's taking quite a bit of damage. Already worked his way into offices and in the thick of things. Trying to throw something. Breezy, I think he was going for the C4 there. Not quite sure. Regardless of what it was, it did not work. Bullets go faster than anything you can throw.
Attackers activating diffuser.
Breezy's gonna get away safe and sound. And just as I say that, Clink takes him down, but his teammates are getting everything they need. It's a 1-on-3. Hero finally gets one on a tense, and Proto's been downed. So really a 1-on-2 situation unless Proto can get backed up. Looks like Renton is helping him out with that. So it's a 1-on-3 now. Hero needs to make something happen. Goes for the jump out, but shoots his gun at just the wrong time. Proto will be able to find the kill. And round number 6 now going in favor of Raw Materials. 4-2 is our scoreline. I'd almost like to see Debut play more of a fragging role once again. I mean, Bandit's got a good gun, but first and foremost, his job is to stop a wall from being opened up. Maybe put him over on the Legion, over on the Jaeger even. Well, he will be swapping it up over to the Pulse, though. Definitely not a bad choice.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Is this the crawlback? We saw the comeback before. That's how they managed to win the last map, Raw Materials. So this could be it once again. Down by 3 rounds, then they start winning. This is exactly what happened in the last map.
Bomb located by attackers.
Scoreline is slightly different, but 4-2, 3-0, or 4-1, 3-0. Very similar. 3-1, 4-2 now.
Reservoir is deployed.
10 seconds to insertion.
Able to try to defend Armory Lockers once again, as they were not successful last round.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll see Debut. Likely going to be playing from down below.
Bomb diffuser. Attackers'
Yep.
objective is to
Just going for those nitro cell kills. Among others, you know, the information game. Pretty important here. But very different positioning from Clink. This time sitting much closer to the bomb sites. More towards where Renton was playing last half. And Hero is actually down below with Debut this time. So a very different roam strategy from the defense. Taking things slow. Renton clearing things out nice and easy. He's got a W key and he's not afraid to use it. Walking straight to the door. Finds a friend. Goes for that melee default. Gotta be careful here. There's no mute. There's no bandit. So that wall is free to open up. Demand maybe wants to take some peeks here, but gotta be careful. Yeah, they are on peak everything, but especially when you're a smoke, especially when you've got a shotgun. He swapped off with the SMG-11, but you don't want to die early. There's the Candelas. They're running for the hills. It's getting thrown off now. Demand, though, in position with that smoke around him. Sees the Montaigne walk right past, but more interested in the fragging operators. A nice shot there by his teammate, actually. Renton gets the melee onto default. And he gets another one onto Demand. Renton with a 2K. Playing well. Pulls out the pistol now. Gets a little bit of damage down. Hero finds Breezy. Able to reload that pistol. It's a shield on shield battle. Just running away. Besides, doesn't need to fight that today. Let's know with the shield. We've seen the Montaigne versus Clash matchup. It does not favor Montaigne. Clash out with the gun now, and it's just going to be a plant. Ooh, a beautiful Z4 from debut will stop Tense from surviving, but that's not the diffuser. Proto, barely any HP. It's all up to Renton. Try to keep things alive. And this is a rough spot to be in. He'll get collapsed on. Clink with the shot. Gets the defuse as well, and that'll be the end of the round. Peak everything are on match point. It's 5-2, and we are very close to map number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Raw materials need 3 in a row. And then 2 more. If they don't want to have to fight it out on Oregon. Personally, I've casted probably 10 plus Go4s. I've never done a grand finals that's gone to game number 3. I don't always do grand finals. There have been plenty of Go4s, which I stopped before then, but so a lot of times when Go4s, I mean, they go late. A lot of times you see the team that loses the first map kind of roll over.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Back downstairs, and the silver lining is that side's been the only one they've been able to successfully defend so far. Round number 8, match point. Starting off now. We'll take a look at how this attack is starting off. Something's going to be nothing too crazy going off in the defense, start things off. I guess default sort of running around outside. Doesn't get caught or anything though. They got a couple of players playing up top. In fact, most of their team. Clink, Default, and Hero all playing up here. Not really finding anything yet, though. Again, this Clink Montaigne matchup that we've seen play out a couple of times now generally does not favor the Montaigne, but regardless, Clink gonna back off. Doesn't really need to fight that, and Bestia will get the first kill onto debut. Maestro going down really early is not quite what you want to see. Not sure how that happened. Bestia, where even is he? He's playing on Sledge. Already made his way into the bathroom, opened things up for himself. And is getting a little bit of work done. Finds another one under demand. It's a 5-on-3 Bestia. Quickly making work of the enemy team. Clink will have to drop. Dropped pretty well, actually, though. Managed to help out his teammates. Hero's going to get 1-2 now. Bestia goes down. Proto will trade him out, though. Intense Proto. All getting the kills. Raw materials win round number 8. A lot of fast frags ending things off here. We'll watch Proto in the kill cam, but not too shabby to end things out. And we go to round number 9. Raw materials hang on. They'd like to end it now. Really don't want to have to go to Oregon if they can help it. 5-3 being our scoreline. They're going to need 2 in a row, and then, of course, they need 2 more.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Back to the same bomb site. This time, quite a different operator lineup we see from the defense. Vigil, Mute, Legion, Ella, and, of course, Clash. A staple. We've seen her in every single round so far this match. Not sure on the last map. We saw her a lot on the last map. Might have been every single round. It wasn't every single round on Clubhouse, but on this map it's been every single round, and it was most rounds last map as well. Let's take a look at what the play is to start things off.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
And early on, just drone hunting. Looks like they found default's position, but people playing upstairs is not exactly secret information that the enemy team's not going to know about. Regardless, default falls down. As has seemingly the rest of the team. Clink and Hero still up here. They found the Montaigne. And Proto gets the first kill to start things off onto default. That was the Ella hiding out. Not upstairs. She managed to drop, but taken down nonetheless. Still not safe. That was through the skylight, it looked like. Does it go? A nice grenade, actually. Demand takes down Breezy, but it'll be Clink who gets the clean up onto Tense. Demand, such a little HP after getting that kill. He's up against the Montaigne, throws the grenade, does his best. Surely this will be a kill. Renton just pulls out the melee. He took so much damage, but whatever gets the job done. It's a 2-on-3. Minute and a half to go. This could be another round in favor of Raw Materials. Hero sitting in the waiting room. Clink sitting on the site. Nobody really pressuring the site right now. They don't really have to. There's quite a lot of time to play with. You can see they're all sort of on the right-hand side. Trying to take things from up above. I think that is the play. They're going to try to reset Renton as well. So why not? You've got the time to play with. Really not too pressured about it right now. Clink being droned out. And with Bestia able to get through that, they should know that Hero is now not on site. There's only one. There's only the Clash they got to worry about. And even Clink now is rotating upstairs. So not playing with the rest of his team. Gonna be going for the solo play, and oh no, Proto not looking in the right direction. A free kill for Clink. Took a minute to register what was happening, but regardless, numbers have evened out, and it's Renton versus Clash. Again, we know how this plays out. A lot of just chip damage coming down onto Renton. What is he supposed to do in this situation? Tries to go for the melee. He's actually going to crouch down, try to get something. Hero will get both the kills, though. Shoots Bestia, and then it's that chip damage that takes down Renton. Map number 2 going in favor of Peak Everything Esports. We're going to the third map, ladies and gentlemen. It's Oregon coming up next. Looks like they want to forfeit it, though. So we won't be going to map number 3.
Dude, no.
Feels bad, man.
GG's, guys. That was GG's.
Good game.
Oh well. That'll be the end. That's kind of an unfortunate way to end it.
I hear you, dude.
Yeah, same. Renton, he's too fucking nuts for me. Like, it's just unreal. GG's though, buddy.
I hear you.
We'll end the stream though there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. That has been the North American PC Go4 number 136. Your winners are Peak Everything Esports. They win it with the forfeit win. Unfortunate, but there were some good games. Of course, those 2 maps, not all bad. They were exciting to say the least. And to be fair, I think people do want to get to bed. So, understandable they would try to call it quits there. I don't believe you can delay just the final map and play another day. Even if you could, maybe they don't want to do that. So, thank you for watching. I'm going to head to bed, just as you all probably should as well. So, my name is Go4. I've been casting tonight. And I'll see you next time.